Where should I learn to process rabbits? Hi there, this is Big Spruce Rabbitry, and at the moment we have 57 rabbits, so it's time to process some. But I'm not going to be showing you how to do it, but I will be telling you how to learn how to do it. See, dispatching and processing rabbits is a very important skill, and one that I think that you should learn how to do. But I don't think that an internet video from a random YouTuber is necessarily the best way to learn how to do this. Knowing how to process your own meat is important for both food security and for animal welfare. Up until the Great Depression, rabbit meat was very common. Rabbits are both very prolific and can be grown in somebody's backyard. The reason that rabbit meat fell out of favor is that it is not easily factory farmed. Rabbits have both a delicate respiratory system and can be quite territorial, so cannot be grown in a giant barn with 20,000 animals. Today, most of your meat comes from factory-farmed animals. The rabbits you raise in your backyard have a better life than anything that you buy at the store. We consider the rabbits on our homestead to be pets, pets that we eat, but we don't really want to relive the butchering process for an animal that we actually considered a pet. So that's the first reason that we don't have an actual butchering or dispatching video on this channel. If you like the way I cover things, I did do a video about how to skin a snowshoe hare. The process is basically the same. The second reason we don't have a dispatching video on this channel is that it's a very physical process to dispatch a rabbit, and it's really best to learn this in person from somebody who is familiar with how to do it. The three most common methods of dispatching rabbits are the broomstick method, with a club, or with an air gun. You can look at these up on your own time. I'll take you through some of the equipment you'll want to have on hand if you're going to be processing rabbits at home. I'm going to start in with this axe. An axe is good for removing heads, but it should be good and sharp. This axe needs me to go over it with a whetstone. Once you've dispatched the rabbit and removed the head, you'll want to hang it up with a piece of baling twine or bungee cord so that it can bleed out. Another good option for this is using a meat hook. I really like using meat hooks, but this time of year it's not practical. When skinning a rabbit, you will need to remove the front and back legs. An old pair of garden shears is good for this. When skinning a rabbit, having a good knife is your best friend. And this knife, you want it to be really sharp. I normally sharpen it on the backside of a cup. I know it seems weird, but it works, and everybody's got ceramic mugs in their house. Whenever I process rabbits on our homestead, we save the organ meat, so I always make sure to bring a bowl out with me that I can put the organ meat in so I can get it into the kitchen immediately. I need to thin our herd a bit, and I will be taking 4 of these rabbits today and 4 tomorrow. I find that 4 rabbits is about the perfect number for us to take for 2 people, because that's 2 livers for me and 2 livers for my husband once I've fried them up with onions. I do not want to be responsible for you learning how to dispatch animals improperly, so that is why I have decided not to put up a YouTube video of the actual dispatching process. I just finished processing our 4 rabbits and I'm letting them cool down on a snowbank. I'll take you through how to handle the meat. On our homestead, we try to eat as much of the animal as possible. I've saved here the liver, heart, and kidneys, which we will be frying up for dinner tonight. Organ meat, and especially liver, is best served fresh. So this is a rabbit liver. Rabbit livers are very large, so they actually make for a pretty good meal. But when you get your rabbit's liver out, it will have a gallbladder. This thing here, it's kind of green, it's really gross. If you eat one of these, this is the worst thing on the planet if you eat it, actually. So I'm just going to go and dispose of that and eat this guy for dinner. These are very metabolically active tissues, which means they have a lot of enzymes that start to break down the meat as soon as it comes out of the animal. Organ meat is best served within 24 hours of being pulled out of the animal. The sooner the better. You might be familiar with the grainy texture and kind of metallic taste of liver from the supermarket. This isn't the way the liver is meant to be. Liver that's fresh from the animal has a kind of a sweet flavor and has a texture that's much more like meat. It's much more appealing than what you might have eaten in the past. All this said, I like fresh liver straight out of the animal, but my husband swears by barbecue sauce. Now we'll talk about the muscle meat from your rabbit. It is best to let it rest for a couple of days before you eat it. This gives the chance for the enzymes within the meat to start to break it down and make it more tender. To let the rabbit rest, I'll put it in the fridge for a couple of days before I throw the rabbits in the freezer. Meat harvested in small batches on a homestead is very unlikely to make you sick, but it's still a good idea to always cook your meat properly. Any recipe that would work for chicken will work for rabbit, and like they always say, if a rabbit would want to eat it in life, it will taste good with it in the stew pot. My husband and I are going to have a nice picnic with this nice roasted rabbit outside watching chickens. Most local small farms will have workshops. If they raise rabbits, they will probably have a dispatching workshop that you can attend. Our farm may even do this in the future. The third reason why I will not be putting up a YouTube video on this is that there are many other YouTubers that have already made the processing videos. So those are the 3 reasons that we do not have a processing or dispatching video on this channel. Thanks for watching. Go out and learn how to process rabbits. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our farm store in the description.